Hi, today I'm going to share with you the making of this handbag, this paw print handbag, which was so fun to make, but it's even more fun to wear, I've found. And I just want to say, if you are an introvert and you're one of those people that's just hoping for someone to approach you and to befriend you, and you just don't really feel comfortable starting a conversation, this bag would be advantageous for you to own. When an extrovert sees someone wearing a piece like this, I mean, it tells them clearly how to approach you. It's like sending an invitation to an extrovert saying, hey, come talk to me. And you don't really have to put much effort into it. All you have to do is put on a bag. So if you're needing that in your life, this is a great tool to use for that. Also, it's cute and it's fun and it's practical. So let me show you how I made it. I have been so excited to make this bag. Now, I purchased this on Etsy from a company called Treehouse Patterns, and I put a link in the description below. Now for this bag, I'm using 3 different types of leather. Now this one here is drum dyed. It's 2.5 to 4 ounce veg tan. It's a double shoulder with a really soft temper, and you can see how supple it is. Now this leather that I'm using for the paw pads was given to me by a friend, but any black soft tempered leather will do. So the next thing to do is to start cutting out the pieces according to the pattern. I originally discovered this bag as I was scrolling through the internet looking for ideas, and I had just made a keychain for a friend of mine. She volunteers at the local animal shelter, and I made her a paw print keychain that I thought she would like. And I had just given it to her, and then I went home and I'm scrolling through and I see this bag with a paw print on it, and I'm like, I mean, it's like it just jumped off the page and was like, hey, make me next. So of course I clicked on it, and then the more I looked at it, the more I just loved it. I was like, I'm totally making this. So, and it was half price that day. I was like, deal. I mean, I'm not gonna not buy this. So I went ahead and purchased it, and I could not be happier with the product. So what I'm doing here is I'm attaching the liner to it. Now the liner that I'm using is 1 to 3 ounces of a super soft suede pigskin, which is super lightweight. It won't add a lot of bulk to the bag. It'll just line it really nicely and make it soft. So I'm attaching it with contact cement, and I'm putting it on both pieces, so when they connect, when they meet together, they're really going to create a strong bond there. And then I'll just cut out the liner and then stitch it together. To line the front and back pieces of the bag, I didn't go all the way to the edge. I just went up to the stitch line just to make sure that the liner doesn't show on the exterior of the bag once it's all finished. And then I get out the calipers and I mark out the stitch line. And this is my favorite part. I like it because there's no commitment. You can make as many mistakes as you want right here. So I'm just making indentations of where I want the stitches to be, and I'm lining them up to where they look even and poke them through. Now here's where it all comes together. So I've already put most of the pads on, and you can see how that liner only goes up to the stitch line. So to put the last pad on, I'm going to use this foam that I ordered off of Amazon. It's a 1/2 inch thick. You can use scrim foam. You can even stuff this with cotton if you want. It's really whatever you prefer to use. But I'm just going to use some double-sided tape right here and attach it to the leather, and then I'm going to stitch through all the layers so it makes this puppy paw print. And doing a saddle stitch all the way around. I really stuck with only 2 colors for this bag. There's the honey brownish color that is the face of the bag and the exterior of the bag. And then there's a secondary color of black, which goes on the zipper, goes on the paw print itself, the liner, and the strap. So you really only see two major colors in this bag. The hardware I used was antique brass. The D-ring is a 1-inch D-ring I got from Tandy Leather, but all the antique brass that was throughout the zipper and all the hardware that was used on this, even the lobster clasp. I went ahead and lined the pocket as well. Initially I left it with the flesh side showing, but I decided to go ahead and line it just so it was all uniform. I tried the bag on and I figured I would wear it out in public a few times just to see how it held up and how it functioned and if any changes needed to be made. And I've just continued to wear it like it's been incorporated into my wardrobe now. If you like this bag and you want to purchase one, I'll go ahead and put my email address in the description, and if you reach out to me, I'll be happy to make one for you. Here's how the bag looks completed. Thank you for watching this video, and I truly hope that you've enjoyed it. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.